She's a itty bitty spider with a itty bitty lighter and a string jacket round her waist. When she gets to bite, you better run, you better hide, better prove that you're not worth the chase.
Yeah, she might be pretty, but I promise it gets scary when she wants your daddy and she finds out where you live.
Hey guys, I'm Kiki Pepper and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a really hard, difficult video that I have to record today. This is probably one of the hardest stories that I ever have to tell on my channel. So I have a dog, her name is Bella. She is 4 years old, y'all. I got Bella when she was 8 weeks old, okay? So I was with her from the beginning of her life, and she came into my life at a time when I needed her the most. So at the time that we got Bella, I had just lost my first baby. It was a pregnancy that I prayed about, but I still ended up losing the child. It was the most depressing time of my life. I'm talking about, I did not think that I was going to survive that, honestly. Because losing a baby that you really, really wanted and not being able to cope was very, very hard. I told myself, I need something to take away the pain that I'm feeling. I need something to bring some type of joy into my heart. And at the time I was with my boyfriend, which is now my husband, and I was telling him, like, I can't get through this. I'm so frustrated and I'm so sad, and I kept crying, and I just needed something to replace the hole that was in my heart at the time. I told him, I said, listen, let's just go to a pet store. I just want to be surrounded by dogs, and dogs usually make me really happy. So I just want to go to the pet store, see a lot of dogs. We're not going to buy a dog. We just want to go there and see a dog. And then all of a sudden we were talking to the lady that worked there, and she said, we have the cutest little Yorkie Maltese in the back. She's very, very small, and she's only 8 weeks old. And the lady went to the back room, and I guess like the special, more expensive dogs were in the back. Y'all, Bella was so little, she could fit in my hand. She was so small at the time. So we were in like this little gate area, and they put Bella in there, and she was the sweetest dog, y'all. She was so little, she would jump around and stuff. And I'm just saying that I fell totally in love with this dog the moment that they placed her inside the gate, okay? I was not leaving that pet store without Bella being with us. I didn't care how much she cost. I didn't care what I had to do. We were leaving the pet store with a dog. My husband was like, are you sure? Like, he didn't expect us to buy the dog that day. And I'm like, yes, like, this is what I needed in my life at the time. So we go to the lady, we're like, we really want the dog or whatever, and she says that the dog is $2,600, $2,600. And I'm like, oh my god, like, I did not expect that dog to be that expensive. And I just thought to myself, you know, she want to stay small, maybe that's why they cost that much or whatever. Bella is a small dog, but she didn't stay as small as we thought she was going to be. She's 7 pounds right now, so I thought she was going to be like 2 pounds for the rest of her life. But 7 pounds, she's still small, but not as small as I thought. So Bella was always a really friendly dog, and she was so loving, and she loved to cuddle and she loved to cuddle and be next to me, next to my husband. Always fun, always so many videos of this amazing dog. And then my husband and I, we went to California for a vacation, and when we went out of town, I had nobody to watch my dog. So I'm like, who am I going to get to watch my dog? And we lived at an apartment at the time, so it wasn't like we could just like leave her at home and then like people could come over and feed her or walk her and stuff like that, because we live in this huge apartment building and it just wasn't going to work out like that. So I'm asking everybody for reviews and stuff, and they're like, go on this app called Rover. That's where you can find the best dog sitters, whatever. And I found the perfect lady. So I thought she was the perfect lady, and she turned out to be a nightmare. We go to California, and while we're in California, you guys, the most craziest things started to happen. I would call a lady and she would never answer her phone. Okay, I'm all the way on another side of the country, and she has my dog and she's not answering the phone. It was 14 hours before I could get in contact with this lady. 14 hours, she did not answer her phone. I'm going crazy, I'm crying tears. I'm telling my husband, I'm like, we have to leave. We cannot stay in California if our dog is not being taken care of. We don't know what's going on. What happened? Did something happen to our dog? Did something happen to the lady? I did not know, but I was losing my mind and I needed to find out what was going on. So I'm like, it's time to go. And right when I was like, okay, we're about to book the flight up out of here, that's when we get in contact with the lady. I get her on the phone and the first thing she wants to say is, oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep. So you were asleep for 14 hours during the day and you had my dog? So that means that you did not take care of my dog. That means that she did not walk my dog. That means that she did not feed my dog. That means that my dog probably did not have any water for 14 hours. And I paid this lady to take care of my dog, which was crazy. When I picked up my dog, I noticed a different personality. She had anxiety, very high level of anxiety. She was scared of everything. She didn't want to go outside. She absolutely hated people. I'm talking about, she see a person, she wants to bite that person, bark at that person. She hates people. This is a dog that loved people. So just in the matter of a week, she went from being this sweet dog to this, I hate everything, I have anxiety, I want to cry, I want to bark. That's who she became. And then one day, my dog had the biggest piece of chicken in her mouth, and my husband went over to get that chicken from her, and then all of a sudden, my dog gets up and bites my husband on his face. I'm talking about bite. She bit him so hard that she left marks on his face and there was blood gushing down his face. Okay, my little dog did that to my husband. So in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, like what in the world? I'm trying to understand like what just took place, what just happened. Do I need to get rid of my dog? I need to figure out what's going to happen because I have a son and I don't want that to happen to my son, what she did to my husband. So I ended up calling a bunch of shelters. I wanted to see like what was my options. And when I called these shelters and told them what happened, all of them, every single one of them was telling me, we can't accept your dog because she bit someone. And then some of them were telling me that if they did accept my dog, then they would have to put her down. And I'm like, you would have to kill my dog? So I ended up just saying, you know what, we're gonna take her to training class and we're gonna see if that works. So we ended up spending all of this money on this training class for our dog, and I'm just gonna be honest, she failed. Like, how does a dog fail training class, y'all? She completely failed. Sorry guys, I had to stop the camera and get my baby. He started crying, but we're gonna finish the story off. So I'm just gonna say about a month ago was the most terrifying situation that has ever happened in this household with my dog. Okay, she was becoming really territorial over me, and she started like turning on my son, which is so crazy to me because they were best friends. And now my dog hates my son, and my son wouldn't even do anything and she would try to turn on him. About a month ago, I was upstairs with my toddler and my dog was laying on the floor as my toddler was playing with his toys. And I ran to the bathroom, which was in the same room. I ran to the bathroom just to go pee. And as I'm in the bathroom, all I heard was my son screaming from the top of his voice, terrified of something. So I run out the bathroom, I run real fast, and I'm like, oh my God, like what's going on? What's going on? As I turned the corner, I could see my dog. She released herself off of my son's fingers. When I looked down at his fingers, all I could see is whelps forming on his hands, and there was blood on his fingertips. I look at my son and I'm like, oh my God, did she bite you? Did she bite you? Tears are rolling down his face and he's screaming and telling me, Mommy, Bella bit me. Mama, Bella bit me. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what to do. I'm panicking, I'm freaking out. I'm trying to go and rush and get some toilet paper to cover his fingers and find the Band-Aids. And I'm looking at Bella and I'm screaming like, Bella, get out of here. Get in the cage, go, go, go. I was so upset, you guys. So after that situation, then all of a sudden my mom had came over to our house because she was going to help us get everything together for the baby, this baby. My dog loves my mom. That is like her second mother, for real. Like every time my mom comes over here, she's so happy and loving and friendly to my mom and stuff. But then she turned on my mom. My mom had walked close to me, and as soon as my mom got close enough, my dog tried to attack her and bite her. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no, there's something that needs to be done. We have a new baby coming, and I'm not about to wait around for my dog to attack my new baby and then could attack anybody else. So you guys, now that takes me to the most difficult part of this video, and that is letting you guys know that we are going to be getting rid of my dog. It makes me a little sad. We're going to be getting rid of her because I am afraid that something bad is going to happen. God, I'm afraid something bad is going to happen. And I have to protect my children. That's all I can say. I have to protect my children. I am looking for someone to rehome her with. And I'm looking for somebody who wants a dog, somebody who doesn't have any children or any responsibilities and can give her some quality time. So if you don't have any children and you want a dog, please reach out to me. Comment down below and let me know that you are looking for a dog and you would love to have her. Now, this is a unique situation. I don't want to just like give my dog to somebody. I really want to spend quality time with that person before we even think about rehoming her with that person. I mean, I'm also taking other advice. If you guys know what else we can do with her, we've tried the training, but if there's something else that we can do, please let us know in the comments as well. The more advice that you guys give me, the better this will be for me. This is a very difficult situation and very hard because my dog is definitely like part of my family. But you guys, that's all for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.